And what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the real world that our children live in, not the ideal one that we want them to live in, not this wonderful world that we pray that will come here one day, but the real world that they have to live in. You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work, and when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there.
Me an animal, I eat a fake motherfucker like a cannibal. And I don't even understand how he got that far, cause every time he write a rhyme it's about his goddamn car. You know the top 10 hottest in the fucking game? Well, 8 of them niggas fucking lame. It's a fucking shame how y'all put them on a pedestal, but I figure you ain't got nothing better to do.
Pinky ring up to the moon, and girl I'm so damn into you. I'm done with these models and done with these bottles, girl I'm just trying to talk to you. We don't have to go to the room, but girl, best believe if we do, that we getting hot at the bottles, my party, so yeah, but that's all of the truth. And we can go as far as you want to, cause ain't nobody finna stop you. We ain't debumping out of this water, when we fornicating back at the Tahoe. Then I remember go off on my phone, I pick up to you saying you home alone. I hop in the whip, and I should persist on the wrist of the post, because I know that it's going down tonight. Let's fuck it up now, just maybe go round, cause we in the clouds tonight. I'm trying to show you the time of your life, so girl, let you down tonight. Let's go a few rounds tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? It's for your size tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? It's for your size tonight. It's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. With so many missed calls, I understand why you was pissed off. Let me explain for a minute before you start jumping to conclusion. I really don't understand why you doing this shit for a minute. Let me explain this. I'm sorry for all the attention I ain't paying. All of this time to give you brain, yeah, I paid it. The only one that do better than a man shit. Yeah, you baby, all day, baby. You be on my mom, best believe I ain't playing. Stay up on my grind just for you is what I'm saying. Make a move for you, be on my scripture on the daily. So maybe be less insecure, cause you the best and that I can ensure. Like Geico, when you progressive that I can't ignore. My A1, you my lady, and that's for sure, so stop it. Ready your head just to go and pop shit off. On some bitches that ain't even really jocking, dog. You tripping, baby, I ain't even got no options, though. And if I did, I'm in my pockets, you could bleed me. Oh, goddamn, you don't understand it. We ain't be what you be begging cause I'm damaged. You hit me down before I hit them blessings. You know, you fucking up the ground like a bandit. Play vacation, motivation, keep me in the studio, see deprivation. Got me going crazy, though, my body shaking. Think about that body and the love we make your faces. We was meant to be together forever and ever, for worse or for better, and poor with cheddar. It don't matter, you was ruining my grind, my pockets fat, a house with a glass, one of us got shut out tonight. Let's fuck it up now, just maybe go round, cause we in the clouds tonight. I'm trying to show you the time of your life, so girl, let you down tonight. Let's go a few rounds tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? It's for your size tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? It's for your size tonight. It's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight.
Hey, welcome. Shame Sunday. With Mrs.SheSaid. How y'all doing? Can you hear me? My mic sound nice. Check one, check two. Hope everybody is well. Give y'all a second to pop in. Try to keep my composure today. We're all grieving a little over on this side of town with our tribe. So I'm going to try to pull it together for today. So I got a little information for everybody. Again, I am not a medical professional, but I definitely like to give some information about health and wellness. So you're going to get a little today. Please do your own research. Talk to your primary care physicians about testing. Be proactive about your health and pay attention to your body. I have to say, this outlet has been an awesome outlet, not just for me, but my husband as well. Many men are not able to speak and express themselves like other humans, ladies. They're shamed for being expressive and showing emotion. So young boys grow up to be men who have to take everything internally. A lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and it's amazing. So, this platform is about bringing some knowledge, some understanding to us all. Humankind is humankind. It doesn't just include female. It also includes our male species. And I'm here in consideration for them. I am here. So we're going to get some information today. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters popping in. I appreciate y'all. Red Lipstick Vibes podcast is in the building, where the vibe is always positive, gentlemen. If you need somewhere to go vent and chat and discuss with other gentlemen, feel free to pop on over there. Check out her content. It is absolutely fire. Harris Tribe Media Group is in the building. Always supporting Deaf Mage Pieces. Welcome. I appreciate you popping in. It's Sunday. I know everybody's busy with their life, getting their Sunday vibe together, getting ready for the week ahead, celebrating the 4th of July. You guys be careful, be safe. We just had a horrible shootout, mass shooting here, 32 dead, 28 shot and hurt. So it's already starting off on a bad note. So keep your family close, keep your friends close, and y'all be mindful of the places that you are choosing to hang out this weekend. Watch your alcohol intake. It takes away your sense of reason and people start acting like a fool. So you guys be careful. Be mindful of your friends. Love is telling someone to stop. Love is telling someone to chill out. And sometimes it's needed so things don't go too far, because life is precious. It's not just children and women we care about. Men's lives are precious as well. Take heed to the messages in the building. How you doing, sis? I appreciate you coming in. Everybody sharing the pleasantries, which I really appreciate. We're going to talk about heart health today. There is many signs to heart distress, angina, heart disease. There's many complications. It's a mystery to many. And some things can just happen with no warning. So, we need to be aware of our bodies. We're so engulfed with life and work and school and everything else. It's taken away our self-awareness. You have to be mindful of how your body is behaving, and only you know. So the people around you should pay attention to you as well as themselves. It's a lot to do. It's a lot of selflessness. It's not easy. So we're just going to share some information. Again, I am not a medical professional. Please check with your primary care physicians, cardiologists. Do your research. There's a lot of medical professionals with great information on these social media platforms. So, please do your research. Don't sit around and be reactive. Being proactive is very important when it comes to your body and your health. So we're just going to have a little information. Signs of a heart attack. Chest pain, which we all know. It feels more like a smashing of your whole rib cage. And people consider panic attacks. Sometimes when people have panic attacks, they think that it may be a heart attack. So you'll hear somebody say they feel like they're having a heart attack. So there's some differences, some similarities, and we're going to talk about them here today. Pain in other parts of the body when you're having that chest pain, the arms, the jaw, your neck, back, and tummy. Feeling lightheaded or dizzy, sweating, shortness of breath, feeling sick, like you're nauseated, or being sick, vomiting, an overwhelming feeling of anxiety, similar to a panic attack, coughing or wheezing. All of these are symptoms, signs of a heart attack. And some of us walk around having these little, attacks and not paying attention to it, going on with our day. Sometimes it'll go away. Again, if you don't have no family history, you should be proactive. When doing this studying recently in the last couple of days, finding out that, it should be suggested 35 and up. If you have no history, it is nothing hard to go to advocate to your primary care physician that you'd like to see a cardiologist. You know, stress test, running on treadmill, like it's a thing, and your insurance would cover it. You know, you just have, again, you have to be proactive. So if you don't have any family history, you still should, you know, be aware. And again, it's being proactive because say 10 years from 35, you're 45. So now you have a before image of what your heart was looking like at 35 versus 10 years later. You know, you can have some type of comparison. So looking at those doctors over the weekend, I've learned that. I had mine at 45, and that's only because I was feeling some prickles and going through the premenopausal symptoms. You know, I was having a little panic attack, so I was feeling some chest pains, and I don't have a lot of family history. So I went and had the stress test, ran on the treadmill. They did the dye and everything. You know, luckily, everything was clear. So far, so good. And of course, they asked why. And that's the craziest part. You know, when I get in there, the first question from the doctor is why. And I'm like, to be proactive. And he was kind of, you know, shocked by that. Like, I don't have no family history or anything like that. You know, my father's heart problems came from a lot of drug, you know, use, bad health habits, poor diet, horrible, probably from birth. So, you know, a lifetime of eating bad and ingesting all kinds of, you know, drugs and smoking. And yeah, it's definitely going to tear your heart apart. He had a pacer at like 57. He had some stent put in his heart and everything. So I've always been aware about health. You know, it's always been a concern, and my habits gradually changed over time. You know, it's not something that happened overnight, breaking those bad habits. Again, heart attack, pain, these are some of the places, you know, giving you the red areas of where some of these pains can lie. So you guys have to pay attention to how those pains are coming along, how fast, where it's radiating from, you know, and the faster you call 911, the better it is for you. And many of us sit in our pain. We're taught to sit in our pain and take it. You know, let me go get a Tylenol. But some things, we're getting a little older now, and we really do need to pay attention to these things. You know, and even calling 911, sometimes it won't work. Your heart just goes out. You know, it's tired, it's overworked, it's overstressed, arteries are clogged. It can be so many different reasons. But the more aware we are of what we're doing to ourselves, ingesting, you know, hopefully the better outcomes we can have. So that's all. We want to share some information. So you guys pay attention to your body. You know, it's hard losing a loved one, you know, when we get into this age. Many of us don't go through sensitivity training classes or even talk about or discuss these types of issues in our family. Shout out to the green juice. It's real dark too. That's all that dark green stuff. What's in there? We got some kale, some spinach, cucumbers, juiced apples. What else? A little bit of cinnamon, honey, sweeten it up. Kind of took a lot of the pulp out, so it's easier to digest, easier to drink down. Welcome. World Class is in the building. Appreciate you popping in. Take care of your heart. I got a couple of videos. You know, I'm gonna go through them quick because I want to get to the shame part. My brother will.
A healthy heart, as seen here, beats approximately 60 to 100 times a minute, providing oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body. The lower left chamber of the heart, called the left ventricle, is the main pumping chamber. There are many different conditions that can lead to congestive heart failure, including a prior heart attack, high blood pressure, and coronary artery disease. Any of these can prevent the heart from efficiently pumping blood to the rest of the body. As a result, the heart may beat faster and the ventricle may increase in size, becoming an even less effective pump. When the kidneys sense the reduced blood flow, they attempt to compensate by retaining more water and salt. This excess fluid retention often causes congestion in the tissues and results in swelling and an increased strain on an already weak heart. The progressive effect of the heart failing to properly circulate blood and congestion due to fluid retention is known as congestive heart failure.
That's just a little information on congestive heart failure. You have cardiovascular disease, cardiac arrest, symptoms. The heart is a mystery, and everybody's is different. One valve shuts down, and it can be over if they can't get to you fast enough to get that artery back open. So again, for us older folks, and it's not designated to age. Our young folks is having heart attacks as well. Kids are born with, some people are born with, congenital heart disease, enlarged hearts. It's a lot. It's a lot of information out here. And the more we know, the better informed we are. I'm gonna give you a little bit more information about this heart so we can go into the shows. All of these videos I found on YouTube. All of their links are in their videos, telling you where I got the information from. So here we go, y'all.
Heart disease does.
Open and transparent. But the only way you can do that is if you're aware. So keep note of yourself. There are health apps on these phones. Just download one, and pay attention to your body and just take notes. Because when you go into these doctors, they want some information. That's the only way they're going to help you. That's the only way they're going to be able to help you with your information about your body. So self-awareness is very important. Top of the list. Where it started. And like you said, it's a lifestyle change. Changing your lifestyle. It's not about a diet. I hate that word, diet. It is a lifestyle change. It's not something you're just going to do for 30 days. It's for the rest of your life. And once you're conscious about it, you have to be aware. It's sudden.
They want
we're all
addicted, fat, sick, and then dead. And they do want you dead before you can collect that Social Security. They want you dead before.
We're definitely living in a society where they don't want us to live longevity. The medical system is the biggest scam market for money. We're all forever customers. So the more we damage ourselves by what we ingest, the lack thereof of exercise, being active, is our fault. Is our fault. And that's something that you have to deal with. Going in and being honest with your doctor. Again, we say this a lot, right? It's one person you definitely don't fucking lie to. You don't lie to them. They need to know. Best to help you, they need all the information. They're going off of what you tell them. Can't go in and say, I don't know, when they start asking questions. Oh, I don't know. When did it start? I don't know. What does it feel like? I don't know. Something, No. There's very descriptive words. You have to find them. Use them. Because they'll tell you anything to keep you a forever customer. And the things that they try to tell you to do, you don't want to do. Give me some drugs. I had so many patients. I had so many consumers. I don't like to call them patients, consumers and friends. Dressers full of fucking medication, y'all. Dressers full. Don't you know? Less stress, exercise, and eating the right things can really help your health, your weight, your mind, your focus. I'm not a medical professional.
Somebody told me this, and I know this to be true. Your kitchen is supposed to be your hospital for your family. What can...
I ain't perfect, but the more knowledge I get, the better habits I create. And that's a conscious choice. It's a conscious choice. Yesterday was my father's birthday. Shout out to him. He would have been, 69? 3 years gone. The man was dying of pancreatic cancer. When he found out maybe 6 years before that, he told me he had stomach cancer. So he really wasn't that literate He wasn't aware at all of what was going on. And it's many people walking around in this country like that, have no clue. Even when trying to encourage him to, eat vegetables, even drink water. I don't like water. Don't have no taste.
He wrong for that, baby.
I'm talking about a half a bag of sugar and some Kool-Aid, though, I know where it came from. And I know what's okay, what's going to hurt in the future, because I see the results of what they didn't do. So, I want to share with you guys a little, hope it motivates you to put down the soda, put down them heavy sugary ass drinks, and pick up something healthy, some water, add some lemon to it, some fruit to it. It can get some taste. But we got to do better. We make a lot of excuses for ourselves to continue bad behaviors. That's going to ruin us later. So if we are thinking for the future and looking towards the future, our health is like the most important. You're not going to be here if we can't do the right things for ourselves by eating healthy and choosing healthier habits. Shame is a painful feeling. It's a humiliation or distress caused by your consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. And some people are not that conscious. It is what it is. Even in regards to their health. Ignorance ain't bliss when we're keeling over and losing our loved ones. Ignorance, lack of knowledge or information. And it's so much out there. Don't listen to me. Go find your own. You ain't got to listen to me. Find somebody else to inspire you, motivate you to eat better. Fulfill those goals that you want to reach, because you can make some and you can get through it. We expect our children to do it, but we adults, man, model it, because they're looking at us. And I think they want us longer than we expect to be here. And if we have it in our power to do that by changing our habits, we should, because they need us. They don't want us to go. They don't want to lose us at the drop of a dime and have to deal with living here without them. And it doesn't mean they're going to, have the longevity, but, when you live in that type of life, the longevity is possible. And change can be. You can live horribly for 30 years and live great for the next 50. So knowing that you need to do better and make those small changes, do it. And for my people who are used to having these huge, large plates, just start with making a smaller serving. Get a smaller plate. Shout out to the sophisticated Grizzlies in the building. Welcome, brother. Appreciate you giving all the men some tools about smelling good and moving right, being positive. Appreciate it. They need some of those lessons. You chimed in. I'm changing how I eat and drink. Good job. Good job. And it's every day. It's an everyday battle, man. It's like being a drug addict. Starting to feel better. Awesome. Me too. Yeah, this green, if anybody's dealing with, the night sweats, hot flashes through menopause, or if you're just premenopause, it happens then too. The green at night, it really subdued. I didn't have it last night, and I swear I had like 4 bombastic ones. But the 4 or 5 nights prior, I probably had one like when the sun came out. So it's a big difference to me, because it's crazy. We might have to have a talk about that. Yes, cook better for the kids. I mean, and I'm learning now that cooked food ain't what it's all cracked up to be. The fresh fruits and vegetables is very, very healthy for you. So this over 100 years of cooking in oven and microwave has not been good for us health-wise as human beings. The knowledge is out there. Acquiring is easy. Applying it is the key. Absolutely. And it is small steps. It's small steps. Changing that breakfast from them pancakes, eggs, and sausage to just a big healthy fruit smoothie, and throw, the great seeds in there, you know, chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, any of those types of seeds, you know, you're getting a lot. And now I'm researching, I'm watching the 70, 80-year-olds who are pushing. I mean, looking good, looking like they 50. And they saying fruit drinks in the morning, you know, you eat light, you don't have these big old heavy foods where your stomach is extremely full and we just keep eating and eating and eating. I mean, you know, it is a habit. So I wish everybody luck. And again, just start with a smaller plate. All them diets and all that gluten. I got gluten. Don't just drop all the bread and just drop all of this and just nope. You're really torturing yourself. Versus whatever you eat. Just eat smaller portions. And if you can fill your plate up with more fruits and vegetables and have smaller portions of the starch and the processed food and the meat, you're going to see some changes, especially in your attitude. Food will stress you out. I'm telling you, it will. All this overprocessed stuff, you know, it's already a stressful world, a stressful life we're living in individually. You know, ladies, we know our own stresses. Many of us have not grew up around men. You don't understand, you know, what they go through from boy to teen to man to elder man. You know, there's a lot of lack of empathy, but they go through a lot of shit too. And I'm starting to think that it's a lot of women who think that they're not human. We treat men like they are not human, like they're a total different alien species. You know, they have no rights to their emotions. They have no rights to their wants, needs, and desires. They have no right to their mindset and how they think and how they move. It's amazing to me. We shame them for all of it. Shame. But the day the finger is pointed at us, good Lord, y'all have fucking heart attacks. It's amazing to me. Think about it. Look at the world. It's not beneficial for men the way you think. There is a lot of pressure. A little bit of consideration and empathy for them would be good. We want all of that and more. And many of them give it, and we still want more and still don't consider the other party. It's amazing to me. But I get it. A lot of y'all are bruised. Y'all listen to society and music and the media. And if you haven't experienced it yourself directly, I'm confused on where this fear and this anger comes from. So, you know, this platform, we're going to have to show a little bit of that because I know too many great men, boys, brothers, uncles, cousins, the good, the bad, the ugly. Everybody has their purpose. All women can't be perfect. We're not expecting that. Please, that's crazy. We all. But y'all have to show, we have to understand that there are some good men out there. I know a lot. And if you don't know it, I mean, that's your anecdotal. I'm sorry. Can't just be your father. Can't just be your brother. Can't just be. You're not opening up your life to the other world. Crossing paths with any of them. Any type of empathy. When a man is homeless on the street, we don't have no empathy for them. And then what they're going through. What got them there? But women, no. We have anything. You know, we're so understanding, considerate, empathetic, sympathetic, willing to reach out and help. Y'all see it, you know, a lot of shows, the men are hurting. They're in there, the son is not theirs. The woman cheated, like the audience is clapping. There's no empathy. This is not new. I just like to point the finger at it, though. I want y'all to see, because, you know, we always want to coddle and, you know, understand the women. But we don't have that same for men. I'm going to show you a brother. Whole family been taken from him. Y'all wouldn't consider his pain. Let's listen to him.
I lost my whole family, right? They killed my whole family. They shot me 7 times. I was the only one survived. My son was 1 year old. These are not fake tears, man. I just needed a vent for a minute. Because everybody look at me and depend on me out here in the street because I get so much. Because it just comes sometimes. The man blessed me for my birthday and gave me $300. Guess what I did? I turned around, got changed, and just everybody who I came in contact with gave everybody $5 on my birthday. You feel me? I didn't tell nobody it was my birthday because I wasn't looking for nothing. I was already blessed. I don't want more on top of what I already been blessed with. That's being greedy. And I just needed a vent because some folks just don't take the time to even talk to me. They just won't because I created that monster. I give and then they expect. And I just keep doing it even though I know I'm being used. I already ain't got nothing. I lost the whole family, man. Let me go, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, brother. It's okay. It's okay, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
No. That's
A little sympathy for that man. There's a lot of men out here hurting. They're going through some stuff, losing their whole families. Some things can happen overnight. Truly, you lose your job, the car, the kids, the family, whole house burned down. It is so many things that can transpire. But I don't know if we consider our men that way. We don't. They're human too.
You hear the brothers, they tired. Men get tired. We get tired. God, we get tired. And don't nobody give a damn. The folks you would think could give a damn don't give a damn. Sometimes your kids don't even give a damn.
Real shit. You don't give a damn. I feel that. I've known many men, even my father. I didn't give a fucking damn. I didn't give a shit. So I know this personally. Could fucking care less. Nigga. So I can imagine how many women take that anger out into the world to men who didn't do anything to them. This is my father I'm talking about. Had that attitude really young, was bold about it, transparent to everybody around, even his mother. Told him if he was to die, I ain't going to his funeral. Straight to his mother's face. How insensitive, not only as his child, but I'm talking to his mother. Shame on me. That's horrible. I don't just sit here and, proclaim like I'm perfect. I had to grow up, change, learn to understand where he came from, why he was the way he was. He didn't do anything to personally hurt me, physically hurt me. He wasn't good to himself. Shout out to Square Roots. Peace, brother. Welcome. I see you in here. So that's what's growing up for me. I was totally a different person as a young teen girl. But the pain and anger that I had for him, I didn't take out into the world to strangers, people who didn't do anything to me. My gripe was with him, and I'm glad I was able to successfully forgive, get to the nitty gritty of it, build with him, learn who he was as a man, what he didn't have a blueprint of what not to pick. And him being very proud of the man I chose, very proud of the man I chose. He loved my husband. That's all I'm preaching. Some of our hurt and pain may come from somewhere even more significant. And we have to reflect on that, learn some forgiveness for self as well as others. Square Roots chimed in. Many of us are destroyed internally because we are not allowed to share our hurts outwardly. Most often told to man up, suck it the fuck up, keep it pushing. Men have a breaking point too. Absolutely. They're human. Y'all are human. Wait a minute. Such a double standard. It's okay for women to be emotionally outraged, emotional, have no emotional control. It's just all of it's okay for us to have all of this. And when a man shows any type of emotional distress, concern, they're shunned. They're laughed at. It's fucked up. Shame on you. It seems like there's only one side of consideration we want, ladies, and it's us.
Shame on you.
That's not how the world is. It's unfair. We talk about the unfair. Men's feelings and emotions are not respected at all. They're told who they are. They told how they should and shouldn't feel about something. Shit is amazing. Do y'all realize y'all do that shit? We be ready to fight. Man tell us we shouldn't be feeling like something or not. What? Have that same attitude. Because I think men can cry. I don't see nothing wrong with it. They're human. Does it make them weak? You better hope they do. Get that shit off their chest. It's not good when that elephant start pounding on your damn chest. I hate when people say, get out of your feelings. I ask, how you do that? How do you do that? Because y'all are not expected to have. Men are not expected to have feelings. Ladies, get out your fucking feelings. Ladies, get out your fucking feelings. Let's live in reality and a little bit of logic. Men are looked at as soft if they cry.
Shame on you.
I know a lot of men cry. Them niggas ain't near soft. Niggas ain't near soft. They get overwhelmed too. Life is overwhelming. The world is overwhelming. Bills are overwhelming. Work is overwhelming. Dealing with some cantankerous ass bitches when you try to deal with your kids is over fucking whelming. All y'all ain't being good. Everybody is not being kind to the men in their life. To the men whose children you're raising. I'm confused about that. A little bit of kindness goes a long way. You had a baby by them. That's what confuses me. You choose to have babies by these men and turn around and be assholes and mean and dangle the child over their fucking head like a carrot. This is what you do. But yeah, I want to have a baby by this person. You're going to do that? Give the child to the man. It's so unfair. But y'all think y'all living in your emotional bullshit is fair. It's not fair. Because you go into it opening your legs, giving access, and wind up having a baby, right? When a man says, I don't want you, but I want my child, that's a fucking problem. It's logical. Why? What? It's reality. Just because you are pregnated with somebody's child does not mean they want you. It's hard to get past that. But guess what? I want my child. How about that? Paris Dunbar's in the building. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to the brothers popping in. Ladies, I hope you're learning something or self-reflecting on yourself. I ain't perfect. Sometimes it takes some self-reflection in order to see some change. I think they deserve it. If you want a good one, you snag your good one, they fucking deserve it. This is amazing to me. We're losing a lot of good brothers because they can't relieve the fucking stress. Can't get it off their chest. Y'all are insensitive, ladies, but we love them. Let's take a look at a good fella.
Do you feel it's hot? Like I feel it's really hot today. Do you find it hot today? Would you like to go and get an ice cream with me? We can go have an ice cream. Hey, you sure?
Excuse me.
Do you like ice cream?
Sweetheart, do you know him? You don't know him?
Oh, I'm just seeing if she wants an ice cream, that's all.
Get out. You need to get out. You don't know her? She doesn't know you.
No, but what's that got to do with she doesn't know you? What are you saying? Like, come on.
Listen.
Want to go for an ice cream?
Get out!
Ready?
Go!
Go. Let's go.
Go.
Don't touch me.
Go.
There's no need to touch me. Have I touched her, you? There, let's go have
Get
a
out.
Come on.
What are you trying to do?
Because she knows me. She does know me.
Oh yeah, she knows you.
Yeah.
She's telling me she doesn't know you.
Look at my face.
Excuse me.
Look
No,
at
no,
my
no,
face.
no,
Do
no.
you know me?
Listen.
Hey,
She's not here, all right? It's just me and you, all right?
Okay.
You look at me.
But,
Hey.
I'm looking at you. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're gonna leave.
No,
you're gonna leave. No, you're not. No, you're not going here.
Come on, you want
This is
to-
not happening.
Let's go.
This is not happening.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. They out here protecting. Just because you don't see it, your ass ain't outside. You ain't looking for it. You don't want to see it. Some of y'all don't want to see that kind of love because you probably haven't had nobody stand up for your ass. You probably haven't had a man stand up for you like that. A boy, a teenager, somebody you thought that was supposed to stand up for you and they didn't. It's probably triggering. And now all men are labeled that way. Sounds like a you thing. Because I come across a lot of great men, good men, awesome dudes. My niggas. I have... Okay. Shout out to my guys. Shout out to my guys. White, black, small, skinny. Some of them is standing up. The majority of them are standing up. I just look at the last one. He was little. He was a little white dude on a city train. One would say he would be intimidated by the big black dude. Nah, don't be touching her like that. Don't fucking do that shit. Put my phone away and whoop on your ass. They out there. I don't know if you never encountered it. I have, plenty. Plenty. Don't look like they was doing it just because they was trying to smash either. How about that? Karma Corleone is in the building. Welcome, sis. Welcome. A little bit of love for the men. A little bit of empathy and consideration. Benefit of the doubt, maybe. Why?
I hear the brothers, they tired. Men get tired. We get tired. God, we get tired. And don't nobody give a damn. The folks you would think could give a damn don't give a damn. Sometimes your kids don't even give a damn.
Man up. Keep it pushing. Suck it up. Nooka. You got yourself into it. We don't say that to women. Majority of the time. It's like, oh my God, why he do that to you? It's never her fault. It's always somebody else's. Men don't get that same treatment. They own their shit.
Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama.
You do that one more time, and I'm going to throw you across the room.
Not the mama.
Yep. If the mama ain't considered, that's it. That's the only consideration that matters, it seems, in this society. And if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. But it seems like in everything, the mama and the wife and the mother gets all the consideration, men, brothers, boys, unless they're sons of said women. So,
You know who the daddy of that chocolate baby is?
Where's the consideration for the other side? Let's see. I got a video for y'all. I want to know what y'all think.
And your wife is the fact that what we know based on this show is you are a very sexual person. You like to have sex, if not every day, multiple times a day. You pretty much made a big stink about not getting banged every day, right? Like, you want to have sex every day. Your wife obviously is going through chemotherapy, radiation. Her libido isn't the same. When people are reading you for filth because they feel like you're not understanding Kimmy's diagnosis, what she's going through, because all you want to do is make sure you get what you need. Mm-hmm. Are you that much of a sexual person to where, despite what she's going through right now, you still feel like there's a happy medium in terms of her pleasuring you?
What y'all think thus far? Let me just say, I don't watch this reality show. So I don't know who the couple is in totality. But this was a quite interesting TikTok that I came across this morning, actually. The comments were amazing. Do we really truly believe that in a situation, in a marriage, when one couple is going through something health-wise, in any way, shape, or form, that the mate is not going through something as well with his partner? Is there no consideration for that? He's suffering too. Because if it was vice versa, the woman would be suffering too, to watch her husband go through any type of health distress. Unless she don't give a fuck about it. She don't care about it. So I think so far. So what's being said is, I guess they're very open about their sex life on this show. And, he seems like a brood, insensitive to say the least. So it sounds like they're trying, to insinuate. Jasmine's in the building. Welcome, Lord. Right. They both going through it. Absolutely. Queen chimed in too. She said the man is being honest. He's trying to be honest. It may not come out the way people want it to. You should have said, could have said it like this. However, he is about self and he is open about it. I guess sickness and in health was just words for him. Okay, I understand that. The poor man should support their wife and not think about self. Okay, I understand. Absolutely. Right. So we understand the wife is going through something. However, if you choose this man as your husband, obviously he's very considerate, right? And consistent with his love and his duties. So when sickness does come into play, is his needs, wants, and everything just out the window and everything is considered, with the wife? I don't know why people think, when you get sick that, intimacy and sex is something that just has to go out the window and not be considered. A conversation, a dialogue on what's to happen now, especially if it's something that's been present in the relationship. I don't consider it to be insensitivity. It has to be a conversation had, because it is a need as well as a want. And someone should be able to, be considerate of their partner. But the person that's in the sickness would absolutely consider their partner's needs as well. So I'm not with the consideration on one end. We've had to be down and out quite a few times. When you have a baby, You go through healing. You got to heal 6 to 8 weeks. So, good 2 months. And some women have to heal even longer. You might have some problems. But again, there's more ways to share intimacy. Now, the way he worded it was quite barbaric, to say the least. Right. So it sounds very insensitive on his part. But again, I'm a wife with a husband who has been down and out, and I ain't gonna front. My consideration for him and his appetite for intimacy is in the forefront. Just because I'm going through something, it doesn't mean that I don't have to take care of him. I'm considerate of that. It's something that I want to do. So, I don't know if for more wives, when they are going through some stressful times, that's totally out the window, considering your mate. Now, again, I grew up with a lot of men. This man chose to be monogamous to me, a conscious choice. I'm very grateful for that. Full hysterectomy, y'all, back in March. Full hysterectomy. One of his brothers called and we was chatting, laughing, and he said, "I know your jaw's hurt, child." Shit real, man. You gotta have these conversations. My husband is no ogre. Nobody's forcing me to do anything. But the consideration that I have for him and the appetite is something that I'm thinking of. I am not thinking that because I'm sick that his appetite or his needs just supposed to be ignored, and I'm not supposed to consider that. But again, I have 25 years in this, so I don't. Shout out to you single chicks. I don't know what y'all doing out there. So, their pleasure is important too, right? I don't know. Maybe a lot of women don't agree with me. Their pleasure is important too. Had to say that. We're going to continue. Let's listen to him.
This is what I'll say, because this is very difficult, right? There's a difference between wants and needs, all right? And I'm a person who actually needs sex, not a person who wants sex. Now, at times I want it, but I actually need it. So life throws us curveballs like what we're going through right now. And what Kimmy is doing is admirable as a spouse.
So, do you guys agree with that? That there are some beings who actually need sex? Put a one in the chat. Put a goddamn one in the chat. If you think there are some people who it's needed. It's needed. Not want. Absolutely needed and necessary. Orgasmic pleasure. Hormonal release, that exquisite. One. I got a couple ones. All right now. That's what I'm talking about. Goddamn, y'all don't like intimacy. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. That's why, hey, listen.
Kimmy is doing is admirable as a spouse. To roll over and
see, Kimmy is doing what he in his mind is admirable as a wife. Now his next verbiage sounds barbaric, okay? Sounds barbaric, but maybe this is his impression of what he feels she's enduring, right? Because if I'm going through some stuff, yes, ones. Shout out to the ones. Okay, we got some ones in the chat. Shout out to y'all. They said the brother in the pink shirt sounds like he might be on the down low. Yeah, possibly. Look at him. He's mad. He mad. He mad. Right. It's most definitely a need even for the single folk. Okay, shout out. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, okay, some people. So it's just some people just don't like sex, I guess. All right. That's cap. You don't need sex to live, just to procreate. Yeah, nobody said you needed to live. That wasn't the question. The question was, is there people who actually need it? Nobody said you needed to live. It actually helps you live longer. I'm not even going to lie. It's good for your health. It's not bad for your health. Now, if you're out there being promiscuous and, you know, taking in all kind of stuff, you might get some diseases and shit, but you got one person and, you know, it's exquisite.
Baby.
There's some chemical releases to that. There's some health pros to it. You know, do your research. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just saying. Do your own research.
Married. College was my whole thing.
Freshman to junior.
Oh. So maybe we go through a whole bunch of whole phase. We get married, get with this one man who chooses to be monogamous, right? Then we get a little sick and it's like, no more. I'm done. I'm sick. So you should have no more desire ever again. With so many hundreds of comments of women just, you know, the audacity of this man to still want to hump on his wife while she going through chemo and this and that. How you don't know she wanted to hump on him? How you don't know she want to be humped on? Even if she may not end up with a climax at the end, how do you know? Because this is just his side. The women was mad at me in the comments, y'all. They was mad. They was mad. They was coming for me.
For that, baby.
Told me how insensitive I was to the woman and this and that and la. And I must have never went through that, child. I was like, y'all, they got a lot of assumptions. Damn. Wow. Because I'm like, okay, I get it. But y'all gonna hear the end of it. And I think that's why, because the way he says it is, you know, it sounds pretty barbaric to say insensitive, right? It sounds pretty insensitive. But again, I kept asking, it's like 40-some comments behind me. And I done asked, are they still married? Y'all the ones who watch the show. Is she still with him after all that done transpired? I still ain't get it yet. So if they still married, y'all bitches need to shut the fuck up. Let's see what he say.
Curveballs like what we're going through right now, and what Kimmy is doing is admirable as a spouse. To roll over and suffer through it, I was hoping it wouldn't be a suffering, you know, a sufferable moment, but she rolls over and suffers through it.
Yeah. What y'all think about that? The way he said it. When she rolls over and suffers through it. Sounds horrible. Is that what he thinks she's doing for him? Some men don't have the words. Some men have no clue on how to articulate, you know, a duty that's being carried out in a willing way, right? Because she's willing. It's his wife. But he sounded very insensitive. So he was getting chewed up in the comments.
It's suffering, you know, a sufferable moment, but she rolls over and suffers through it, fakes it, all for me. Because at that moment, it's something that she completely didn't desire, right? And I kind of look at it as if, and this is, you know, all jokes aside, I look at it as her standing by me while I'm standing by her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't need her input, please. What y'all think thus far? Okay, we got a couple in there. He is sick. Paris said he is sick. Oh, Lord. Quantum checked in. Hey, Quantum, his sex must not be hitting. Shout out for Quantum. Quantum hit us with the Cash App yesterday. Appreciate you, love.
Hey. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey.
He's definitely the little rascals. Goodness gracious. What? No. No. Can we all? Can you stand by one without standing by the other? Can we stand by each other simultaneously? Is that possible? His wording
that she
is really hard.
Didn't desire, right? And I kind of look at it as if, and this is, you know, all jokes aside, I look at it as her standing by me while I'm standing by her.
Thoughts. Stand by your man. Even through sickness? Is that a duty that's okay to just be stripped away, cut off, not to be considered anymore? Right. What does that mean? Stay together in sickness and in health.
walking through sickness and health.
How does that mean? Yeah. But again, like I said, the way he said it, maybe in his mind, knowing that he's sick, she's sick, that she's enduring something that she doesn't want to do. You know what I mean? She might not be in the mood, but I know I need to take care of him. You know what I mean? Like like you said, men can't choose at any time. Women, we decide it all. I decide when we have sex. Because if I say not right now, but then at 10 o'clock it's okay, it's still me controlling the whole situation. That's all I'm saying. And you know, every time I'm not going to get a nut. I absolutely, that's the main focus, the purpose. But there's absolutely times where that is not my, you know, my concern is my consideration for him. Good deeds for the day. I'm taking one for the team. Doesn't mean I wasn't having fun. I wasn't into it or I didn't want it. I don't know what you ladies are thinking out here, what marriage consists of. You know, I chose this man. He chose me. I'm so grateful. I think when we first got together, I had the flu. We was bringing in the New Year's. For any kids, I had the damn flu. And he took care of me, nursed me so well. I was crazy, gave it to him. Bang. Great hot loving, fever hugging, 102 degrees temperature going on, right? He ain't catch no flu. He ain't catch it. Like y'all act like in sickness you still don't want. He can just assume that maybe she didn't want to. And even if I don't want to, you know, for the purpose of me climaxing, I want to because I know he wants it. Something he needs now. It's a stress reliever. It makes him feel wanted and desired as well. And I want that. You know, I don't want that to go away. So I don't want him to ever feel like he has to beg or, you know, over consider me. And I'm like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like you need some? So his wording was very horrible. Again, I don't know anything about the show or them as a couple. I think it's the Kimmy from back, you know, good 10, 15 years ago when she was on like Love and Hip Hop, but I'm not sure. I didn't do my research. It's just something I saw this morning. But the comments was crazy. Yeah, they came for me too. I ain't never had nobody come for me. All the shit I put out there, child, ain't nobody come for me. They was coming. But I welcomed it. You know, it's all good. Got to put in a good fight sometimes. You know, I got a cookie. One girl came and said, well, here's your fucking cookie. Like, you know, I'm recovering 2 surgeries. Goddamn, last time listen, I don't want to tell you all my business. But we taken care of over here. I'm just saying. Down and out. Some shit is off, you know, it's off the market. It's off the market. Ladies, that WAP can be off the market for some times. Are you going to be considerate to your husband? Fuck your boyfriend. I mean, I don't know what y'all doing with that, but your husband, are you going to be considerate of that? Women be acting like, LOL. We be wanting it probably more than men do. I mean, you know, they won't admit it though. It's many that won't admit it. And I think it has a lot to do with a lack of self-awareness. Like, because you should be able to get yourself there. And when you go into it expecting the man to do all the work to get you there, that's the problem. Like, you in your head now. Are you there? Are you here? Make sure you get there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you an amateur. So shout out to you.
For that, baby.
Go watch some of our older shows. We talk really explicitly about sex and more. So, you know, these kind of dialogues need to happen because shit like this happens, right? So in a marriage, you would say, babe, if this happens, like, what are we going to do? You know, how's this going to, you know, how many days you think you can go without? Or, you know, just tap on me. Let me know something. I don't want you to feel neglected. You don't want that. I don't want it. So I'm going to be that considerate of my husband so to where he doesn't feel like he's being neglected. And hopefully if he is, he would say something. Men are hurting too. They're hard to express too, because they're going to be expected to be judged or whatever the case. And it's okay. Doesn't make them less than. Sometimes they save us from ourselves. What we got?
For example, the lady over here is screaming misogyny, yet she doesn't even know the definition.
You know exactly what I meant.
But carry on. Yeah, just whether I don't have to take a dictionary.
If you know what,
I don't have to say to you in a dictionary, English word by word. You know exactly what I mean.
But the reason why
I just said to you, I basically reply to you is when you take away, where you basically don't acknowledge. You don't acknowledge what women go through. The systemic. It's almost very one male-sided.
That is not the meaning of misogyny.
No, it's you. It's a form of oppression. It's a form of oppression towards women. Yes, it is.
Misogyny has a specific definition. But you see, this is the problem.
Can we have it? I feel like
listen.
What is it then? Tell me. Educate me.
I
could actually tell you. No, I could. Do you want to know? I bet he could tell you too.
Even before we get to that, I need to reiterate the rules, because if you keep doing this, you'll be kicked off the show, unfortunately. But the reality is, whether you like it or not, language exists for a reason. Women keep talking about, communication this, communication that. Women are better at communicating than men. Yet, in the same breath, you would say a word and misuse it, and then still argue that what you think it means is the definition when it clearly.
It is. It's definitely an uphill battle because they're not even here in America. So everybody's having these, back and forths and consideration. Women want to be considered in everything, and there's no consideration of how this world was built. Like, just a little bit of respect would go a long way. Just a little bit. Nobody asking you to bow down to the goddamn kings, and nobody is asking that. Just some basic respect. Women want basic respect. Men want the same shit. We hold so many things, right? Come on, don't want to. Well, you know what it means. You know what I'm talking about. No, bitch, I want you to give me the definition. You can't regurgitate it out your mouth. Pull up your phone and do it then. We know so fucking much. You're just saying what you hear other people say. And it's crazy because it could be one of the people. No, I respect my daddy. I respect my grandpa. I respect my brothers. Like, wow. All my respect didn't just come from my two brothers. I got 4 total, but grew up with the 2. No daddy. Goddamn. All the men I met throughout my life. Not men I had sex with. All the communities. Just the men in the stores. Security guards. Guys just working with. A lot of good men out there. Y'all not paying attention to them men because they're invisible to you. I think that's what they're fucking invisible to you. But I get it. It's not a pain that I can heal for you. It's something that you have to recognize, that we all need each other. And nobody is saying just fucking sex intercourse is needed. The intimacy of another human being is needed. And if that's not on your list in life, that's on you. I don't know what you need specifically. Humankind need humankind. Intimacy. Now, if all y'all see in having sex or turning over to satisfy somebody else is actual intercourse, then y'all need to do some homework. You might need to do some Kama Sutra. Find you some books. You all been miseducated. Because I'm a woman sitting up here and I'm telling you, it's a goddamn need. It's a need. That intimacy, that climax, yes. Absolutely. I need that shit like water and fruit. So hopefully I will be successfully to keep continuing to have that for longevity of my life. Y'all act like these 70s and 80-year-olds in these homes ain't getting chlamydia because they fucking. I'm just saying. I know with some asexual people out there, it's not something you want. Most of you ladies, 70% probably ain't busting off. So, I absolutely understand. But I didn't get that from that video because I've been with a man 25 years. I had 3 babies, so we was down and out for some time, but the intimacy still was present and considered. Nobody is saying, attack somebody and be a predator to your mate. But the consideration, if it's upfront in the beginning of the relationship, in the marriage, it is something that should be upfront in the relationship 20 years later. Like, you guys have to be intentional. So I'm not going to, down that man for expressing, the relationship and the situation going on between him and his wife. The honor he said she had to, consider him in that moment, in those moments, in his mind. But like I said to the women, I want to know her side. You know what I mean? Because she can probably word it better. Like, I understand my husband needs. And in those times that he tap over, probably going to find, are you okay in this moment right now? I'm good. You need this? Let's do it. Like, so, I don't know. What we got? Intimacy is not a need. It's a want, and it does not mean having sex. Yeah, it's a need for me. You can speak for yourself again, but it's absolutely a need for me. Yeah, Dunbar. No, Nikki, you are strong. You seem like you can last for about 4 months without having sex. Yeah, a lot of assumptions. Yeah, a lot of assumptions. Not true. Not true. I get penalized by the doctor because I want to have sex before I'm time to heal. So, yeah, I had to get therapy to pull back. So, y'all stop with your assumptions. Some people really enjoy intimacy. And I have no problem sharing that. So I get shamed. I've gotten shamed for it. Like, you really like your man? Yeah.
Shame on you.
You want me to help you? It is what it is. I understand we are all not the same. But sometimes you have to push through, and marriage is about pushing through together, not apart, together. And that communication needs to be upfront. It'll be easier if both understand the cycle of the other person and you just work through it. Absolutely. But again, women, we're considered more than they are in all relationships, in many aspects. We are considered more than them. I mean, it's been a lifetime of happy wife, happy life. I'm like, we've never said that shit. When people used to say it, I used to look at them like, I don't make no goddamn sense, because if he ain't happy, it's going to show. And then I ain't going to be happy. That don't make no sense. But to many women, it makes absolutely sense. And men say it too. So I don't, but we don't float that boat. We float the happy spouse, happy house. That means everybody's happy. I don't want my children to see me, my husband constantly giving to me, and I don't give him shit. They're going to go out this house and think that that's real. It's not okay. So they see us both give each other. We nurture each other. They don't see one love one more than the other. Nah. I adore him just as much as he adores me, and they see that. So when you get into marriages, it's something you have to be intentional. So choose wisely so you can continue to have that type of infatuation with your mate. Not just love them, be in love with them, like them all the time, even when they're being an asshole. So you pick what you want to, ride with.
In the same breath, you would say a word and misuse it and then still argue that what you think it means is the definition when it clearly isn't.
Okay.
And the reason why I can confidently say this is because, like I said before, this is episode 137. We've done this show 137 times, and every single time a woman has used the word misogyny, we have come to find out that she doesn't know the meaning. So is it wrong for me to be able to now make an analytical, logical conclusion that you probably don't know the meaning as well?
That's your opinion.
That's your opinion. You still couldn't answer it. So, I mean, they did 137 shows. That's a lot, with a lot of women on the panel. So if that's his experience, I'm not going to say it wasn't. But we know. So, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You look it up yourself. You want to use it, look the shit up yourself and use it as much as you want. Good luck.
It's not an opinion.
That's your opinion. I told you the examples.
This is how science is propagated.
I literally gave you examples of it, but you...
No, I didn't ask for an example. I asked for a definition.
Oh, Lord.
If I were to ask you what's the definition of a woman, I'm sure you probably don't even know that as well.
Men are more likely to commit suicide. Men do the hardest jobs. Men are the majority of workplace deaths. And yet women will live in a society that men built and cry misogyny and oppression.
Oh, we don't like the messenger. I forgot. Oh, well. But it's true. But that's it. Marinate. This world has been built a little more safer. Got a lot of provisions for women. A lot of protections out there. Y'all can say it's not. I showed you some videos. Seen a young 14-year-old step up to protect his mother. So, we've all stepped up to protect, right? Oh, man. All right. So, It is Sunday. I love all the assumptions. Y'all got so many assumptions about people. Good Lord. It's amazing. But my mama used to tell me, I think the first time I heard her say this, I was probably 6. She said, you know what, baby, when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. Because we can assume a lot and you don't know. You don't know. Right? Final thoughts. Men are human. And they have the right to have emotions. They have a right to cry. They have a right to express themselves. They have a right to their wants, needs, and desires. As long as they're not hurting babies and shit. Beating on people. We know, y'all know what I'm talking about. We ain't talking about all that crazy stuff that y'all be thinking about. Goodness gracious. Out of control. We ain't with all that. We ain't with abuse. We ain't with domestic
You hear the buzz,
violence.
they tired. Men get tired. We get tired. God, we get tired. And don't nobody give a damn. The folks you would think could give a damn don't give a damn. Sometimes your kids don't even give.
Oh man, you know, we can lengthen their lives with a little bit of love. You know, our natural abilities to inspire and nourish our family properly is in high demand now. It shows love to care of what somebody is, your mate and your children are putting in their body. And when we know that the shit that's on the market out in stores is crap, like we really need to be conscious about what we're doing. Because we don't want to mourn our children before us, and we want to live our lives out longevity with the people we choose. And a lot of us are being stripped. So, you know, I'm going to hit y'all with this last video, just some helpful health tips, some foods to add to your diet, at least attempt to try. Good luck. Sending love and light to everybody. And yeah, we out of here.
February is American Heart Month, and did you know that heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States? It claims the lives of 600,000 Americans every year, nearly 25% of the deaths in the country overall. So, over the next few days, Joy is going to share foods that will help you with your heart health. And this morning, 5 foods that are going to lower your cholesterol. Hey, Joy, good morning.
Hi, Hoda, good morning.
When you think of the numbers, which are pretty shocking, more than 70 million American adults have too much of that bad kind of cholesterol in them, right?
That's right. So if you can imagine, cholesterol is a waxy-like substance, and it's produced by our liver. And really, we need some cholesterol. Yep. Some is good in order for our bodies to thrive. But when we eat a junky diet, a diet that is super high in saturated fat, trans fat, and sugar, it then prompts our liver to make way too much cholesterol. And then let me show you what happens then. So then that cholesterol travels throughout the body. It goes throughout the body. It picks up all sorts of inflammatory substances, and it dumps itself into the artery walls as plaque. So look at all this plaque yellow buildup. If you have an artery that looks like this throughout your body, or arteries plural that looks like this, you are at high risk for heart attack and stroke.
Okay, let's move on to some foods that are going to help us.
Right, so this is the good news. There's a lot of foods that can help you lower your numbers.
We're going to go through 5 of them. Apples are up first.
Apples are a nutrition powerhouse when it comes to lowering your cholesterol, because they contain a carbohydrate called pectin, and the pectin is hidden and buried within the skin. Other fruits like bananas and melons, they have pectin within their skin too, but we don't eat the skin, and that's why apples have an advantage. And this pectin latches onto cholesterol and helps to flush it out of your body.
Okay, so important, do not peel your apples before you eat them.
And look at this for Super Bowl. What do you think? Apple nachos.
Alrighty then, that might work.
And we got some baked apples as well.
The guys are saying no, but some may say yes.
Delicious.
All right, another good food here, lentils.
Yeah, so lentils definitely deserve some love. They've got 2 reasons why they help to lower cholesterol. First, they are brimming with fiber. 1 cup of cooked lentils has 16 grams of fiber. Hoda, that's an insane amount. And again, fiber helps to malabsorb and push cholesterol out. The other thing to think about is, because it's so so rich in protein, when you serve up lentils like a lentil soup, or these are lentil sloppy joes, you're displacing a fatty beef at that meal that has a lot of saturated fat.
Okay.
So this is a win-win for your arteries.
Love my guacamole, love avocados, but everyone says they're high in a lot of things that maybe aren't great for you, but it's the good kind of fat,
Yeah,
right?
so they're caloric, so you have to watch the amount, but these things, not only do they taste good, they have medicinal effects and they can lower cholesterol. First, it's the fiber thing again, but they also have monounsaturated heart-healthy fat, one particular called beta-testosterol, and that helps to increase the good cholesterol and to lower the bad cholesterol. So I love these avocado toast for kids.
Look how cute.
Monster toast, avocado toast.
We don't have tons of time for the last two, but oats.
Oats are great because it has a fermented soluble fiber called beta glucan, and that also helps to form a gel like a cholesterol magnet and flushes it out of your system. You could add oats. Taste this. This is a smoothie, raw oats I put right in. It's on the website. Isn't that delicious?
Tastes like bananas, too.
There's banana in it. There's strawberries in it. You could also make oat flour by just pulsing oats. This is an overnight chocolate banana oats.
Finally, chia seeds. You see those everywhere, yes.
Nutrition sprinkles. Literally, they increase the health quotient of anything that you put them on, and they don't have a taste, so people can't not like them.
So you can put them in a smoothie if you want, or on a salad dressing.
Yeah, so this is a lemon vinaigrette, and the cool thing about chia seeds, again, it has that soluble fiber, but they also have omega-3 fats, which not only drive down cholesterol, but triglycerides as well.
All good advice. This is going to be a good series, Joy.
Yes, I'm
Thank
excited.
you so much. And Joy's going to have all of these recipes right now on today.com. Tomorrow.
Hello, Today.
Oh, man. You know, there's a lot of streams that gives you a lot of great recipes, you know, heart healthy recipes, all different types of stuff. You know, do your research, you know, make up a menu and try to follow through. You know, I am going to front eating less meat is cheaper. Everybody may be like $30, $40 a tray. I'm just saying. But please be conscious, be heart healthy, love up on somebody that needs it. Be kind to someone besides yourself. Rest in peace to our brother Jay. Gone way too soon. Gone way too soon. And we're going to do exactly what you said. Family first, man. Family first. And that's being considerate of both parties, not just the wife. In every way. So talk to your mate. Communicate. Be open and transparent. And ladies, don't judge so much. They're not us. We are not the same. So consider that. All right. Peace out, y'all. Y'all enjoy the week. Self-reflect. Tribe Media Group. See y'all Thursday.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I'm Paul Stanley of KISS. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies.
something about that. Because everybody is not taking care of their stuff. So if it does not apply to you, let it fly.
And in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies.